Oh, hey YouTube. Well, I thought I'd do this video. Not that I think it needs to be done. Maybe it's been covered a billion times before. I don't know. But I just felt like I wanted to do this video, so that's why I'm doing this video. Um, I wanted to cover depression and anxiety, that type of thing, because those two go hand in hand. And I don't know if anyone's aware or not, but I get depression, and I don't get anxiety as bad as I used to, but certainly get it. But most of the time I just keep it to myself, so a lot of people wouldn't really pick up on it. But yeah, but what does it feel like? I guess this is what a lot of people won't understand, right? So it makes it hard for someone to really explain it to anyone else, because it's, how do I explain? Okay, so really, depression is like, well, the biggest thing is it feels like you've got a big cloud over your head, like a big black cloud, and it sort of fogs you, and I guess that's one part of it. You're sad, but there's not always an obvious reason to be sad, if that makes sense. So a lot of people don't really kind of get that. They'll say, "Oh, what are you upset about?" And you think, "I actually don't know. Like, I can't tell you because I don't know." And that's depression for you. Like, sometimes you're just sad for no reason, and that's what it's like. And really, one of the biggest things is just being really tired. Oh, like ridiculously tired, and just doing anything is a huge mammoth effort. Like, it just drains you to do simple things. Like, got to do my laundry, so it takes like an hour and a half to do your laundry when it should only take you 10 minutes. But just making yourself get up and put your clothes in the basket, take the basket out to the washing machine and all that, just doing that can take a long time, just because you're just so tired. Like, it's just exhausting, and like, you just don't want to do anything because you don't have the energy. Like, you're just worn out. I think that's the biggest thing most people wouldn't understand, is just how tired you get. Like, and yeah, and anxiety. Well, anxiety is just, it's the thing. How I describe anxiety is, you get worked up over something that may never happen. Like, for me, it'd be creating a whole conversation, like having an entire conversation with somebody else in my head. Maybe even play that through 3-4 times, so you can throw out different variations of that. So you can go, okay, so if that happens, I can respond in that way. And you're just trying to think things through, like, like that. Which doesn't sound that bad, but it's time wasting, and it's procrastination. A lot of the time, that's what anxiety brings around. A lot of procrastination, like a lot of doing nothing for no reason. That's frustrating, because you actually go, I really wanted to get more done that day, and I didn't do as much as I should have, and I got no excuse for it. Like I would have liked to have, say, mowed the lawn. I wanted to do the dishes, mow the lawn, get all this housework done, so that way I had the rest of the weekend. I didn't have to worry about it. Like, but it's hard convincing yourself that it's not a big deal, and that's probably the hardest thing, is just convincing yourself it's not a big deal. Just go and do it. Like, it's a small things, like tiny things. Just go take care of it. You're free for the rest of the week. But yeah, and anxiety, like, it's just getting worked up, and just really expecting, like, and then when a situation comes about, it'd be like, in certain situations that people are anxious about, obviously it affects people differently, but they tend to have an overreaction to something. They tend to overreact to a lot of things. So rather than just taking things in proportion and going, oh, all right, well, that happened, so I'll cope with it in this way, they tend to go, I can't cope with this at all, I don't know what to do. But, there is light at the end of the tunnel, right? You just got to work through things and then eventually you get there. But it takes a while. But anyway, so, yeah. So, I guess depression's always been the biggest problem for me as far as, those kind of things. Just because of the overwhelming effect it has on me. Compared to everything else, it's catch-22 for me. I am antisocial by nature. I do not like going out to socialise. I hate it. I really hate it. It is something I really hate to do. But the thing is, I know that I have to. So in most cases, I'll just force myself. I have to go and I have to do this because it's important to do and it's good for your mental health and your well-being to actually get out and do stuff. So just go do it. Just force yourself. That's what's been working for me. But yeah. So the depression thing is a lot of that comes about because I don't really have anyone where I am, and I'm by myself a lot. So even at work, I only socialise with a few people. Because of my work hours, but that's fine with me. Like I said, I'm not a big people person. So, I don't hate people. I just don't like large crowds, and I don't like large crowds of people. It makes me uncomfortable. But anyway, so I guess that's yeah. That's my take on it. Do what you want with it. And those for people who don't know, why do some people get depression and some people don't? A couple of reasons really. The common reasons are, the most common will be somebody's had traumatic experiences in their life, yada yada yada, and that's led them to develop depression. So, yeah, and that's your most common one. But the other one that people don't really acknowledge a lot of the time is chemical imbalance. So people have a chemical imbalance in their brain of dopamine, usually dopamine, and that basically means that they can't actually get happy. No matter what people do, they won't be happy. They're not going to be sad all the time, but they just won't ever get a point where they go, I'm really happy and laughing and smiling and dancing or whatever. That's just what happens. So so for those people, unless it fixes itself, a lot of those times those people will be on medications to fix that, and it doesn't always work. Sometimes people get too much of a medication or too little, but or a medication isn't right for them, and yeah, unfortunately that's just the sad the case is some people might have to be on the medication for the rest of their life. Some people might only need to take it for a while and then they can go off it. But people go on and off medications all the time, so it's not like the end of the world if you know someone or you are that person that has to take the medication. So what? Everyone takes medication at some point in their life for whatever reasons, and there's no shame in that. So I hope you don't feel like you're alone out there or anything like that. So yeah, I guess life is what it is, and that's my take on all of that stuff. So feel free to leave a comment if you want. If you don't want, that's fine as well. And hope you have a good day or night. Yeah, keep being you. Bye.